Hello and welcome back. So now that we have the route, I just assume that we have to do this. It just makes sense. So
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
even though we haven't been told that we need to grind it yet, it's probably gonna work. Hang on, I was just taking a drink there. Okay. That should give us some good old medicine
Squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
to counteract the monkeypox that we just contracted at the monkey festival. Or the monkey dance. Night of the monkey dance.
Look, Hubert, the antidote.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to the girl, quickly.
That's not very quick, George.
Nico,
Just
Here.
drink this.
drink this.
It's probably disgusting, but just go for it.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down.
Well, that's what I said.
Okay, try and rest now, darling.
Oh boy, we're already going places I wasn't prepared to go.
2 stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, George Stobart?
Well, the patient is sounding more like her old self already. Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing.
Ah, I kind of remember this place.
It looked like a set of plans.
Let's talk to this guy. The only guy here, from what I can tell. Oh, he just walked away. Okay.
Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Yeah, I know.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century,
Hold it. The stones have been lost for 300 years?
approximately,
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
a wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha.
Okay.
That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Okay, well he's a nice guy.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey, get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project. I just had to sneak.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay, what about this thing? There's something there. Wait. Okay, so he just looks away automatically. Okay. What about this net? There's gotta be something to do with this.
I didn't want a fishing net. It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
Now, is there gonna be somebody fishing here? Ah, here we go.
You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name. Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Branson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They're going to regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
Okay, that's nice.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained. I didn't know the first thing about sailing a dinghy.
Yeah, I don't either. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go up to the house and figure out what the shining thing on the flagpole is. I can't remember exactly what it... I remember kind of what we had to do to get it, but...
The flagpole had some sort of technical gadget on the end. I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across. The ladder extended easily.
What happens if we go up?
You there? What are you doing?
Pardon me, ladies.
What a
I was
voice.
just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples when he smiles.
Okay, that's creepy. So, can I go?
Get down.
Sorry.
I suppose the answer is no. And we won the ball, and I remember sort of why. Can we go inside?
It was locked.
Okay.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Refurbishment? Where are the workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
Oh
It's
boy, we
precisely
did it
this sort
now.
of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina,
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am.
Wait,
I
was
came
that
a
an
long
innuendo?
way to visit this place.
if we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
Okay. Is this the solution? No, okay. I guess we just gotta talk to them.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea.
The voice actor is having a lot of fun being this character.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
That's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
I love them. They're so cute with their claws and their little puckered butts.
Aren't they, though?
Don't encourage him, Mina.
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house.
Feed him something that makes him sick.
Can
I
you
don't
tell
know.
me anything about
That's kinda
Captain
horrible.
Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Oh boy.
Are you interested in history? Mr.
Seamen in our
Stobart?
family. Let's just
Yes, I
say
am.
yes.
Frederick Ketch sounds like he was a pirate to me.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with the trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
That's very nice.
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
Oh, they really don't like him.
You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
Yeah, the Spanish, that was what the guy was, shaman
You
was
said
talking
Hawkins'
about.
fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
Oh
You
god.
have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite. What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
Who's Emily?
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily, what business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
What about pirates?
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Well betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
Well, I guess you're leaving. Does this mean that we get the ball?
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
Okay, can we get the ball now? I need that ball, bro.
Hi, Puss. Want to play? Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws.
Okay, so maybe we need to give him a replacement.
The cat looked at me as if to say, "Why have you brought a dead worm halfway around the world?" I had no answer.
Teskatlipoka?
Hey, cat. Want to play with this little doll? It wasn't exactly enthralled at coming face to face with the great god Tezcatlipoca.
What about panties? Okay. What about this? Ah, it doesn't make sense. Piece of coal.
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, but I didn't have the heart. And besides which, those sisters would kill me.
I think you're correct.
I doubted the cat would have salient remarks to make on a Mesoamerican artifact. I was right.
Okay. Lipstick? Nah, okay. What about the ladder? Maybe you can get in the window or something?
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare. It was a flagpole, one of a pair.
What about the panties?
Maybe in my high school days, but not now. Just my luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked.
Yeah, I can't reach
I couldn't
that.
reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across. The flagpole had some sort of technical gadget on the end. Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Okay, so what's the point of the ladder? What if we tried just walking in the door? Also, can we do this now? No.
I couldn't think of any... A large tree stood beside the house, with a suggestive U formed by the branches.
Does that mean we can do it now? No, okay. What about going inside?
It was locked.
We may need a fish to distract the cat, maybe.
I didn't want to...
I guess if we ask him for a fish, might he just give us one? Or maybe we can give him the worm?
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Well, it doesn't... Oh, okay. So do we just have to talk to him?
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't bother you?
why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Branson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Branson's plans.
Okay, he still hasn't got a fish. Maybe Bronson will have something new to say. Or if you look at the plans while he's doing this, maybe that will... Oh, okay, he's...
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey,
Okay. What are you doing with the theodolite?
surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house. Say, was that kid giving you trouble?
The Fisher boy? No, he was very polite.
Ha! He's a juvenile delinquent. I suppose he told you I was a crook.
Yeah, he did, now you mention it.
One of these days, that kid's gonna have a boating accident. Even
Well,
if
that's
I have to
kinda-
hold his head under myself.
Jesus, that's dark.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way! What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horse shit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
Okay, bro.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
How do you survey a house like that?
I put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Okay. Let's see if he has any fish yet. Because I don't know what else we can be doing here. All this is... yeah. Okay.
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily, you're madder than them.
I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
No luck with the fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I got a bite.
You have?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
If I remember correctly... Oh.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait.
What about this thing? It looks kind of like a... Oh.
There's a fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
Well, that's simple. Now you can put it in your pocket. Can I pick up the bike?
The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
Actually, I do know when I need stuff like that. And it's pretty soon. Okay, so now we just gotta get up here. And... oh yeah, because as far as I remember, you can try to do this with a piece of coal and the ball, but it will only hit if you do it with the ball. But it's pretty funny to do this.
I put my lucky lump of coal in the catapult. Took aim. No! My lucky piece of coal vanished into the distance. It looked like it was going into orbit.
Pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know if there's any point in keeping the piece of coal.
Okay, cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish.
Maybe there's some funny dialogue if we keep it, I don't know.
The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
Well, is he
I wasn't
friendly
going to
now?
risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
Okay, well that's kind of a problem.
A cute little putty tat. It was busily torturing a red ball.
So do we need one more fish? Is that it? So, since it ate the fish so quick,
There's a fish, my man.
maybe we have to poison the fish?
That isn't it at all.
Okay.
I wasn't convinced that was... There was nothing else. It was half...
Okay, so there's obviously something missing here.
I didn't want a fishing net.
Oh, what if we... Oh, I think I know what we have to do now. We have to go up here and then put the fish on there, and then the cat's gonna get distracted by that, I think.
That was no good.
Okay. Then why can we even go up the ladder?
No, I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows. The fish was wet and slimy and decidedly dead.
What if we shoot the fish with the thing? Can that work? And then the cat's gonna run after it.
I doubted I had Rio's grasp of piscine aerodynamics. There had to be a better projectile than a dead fish.
Well, for now, I'll end the episode there, and then we'll figure out the solution next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. I have to overwrite this time. Okay, bye.